So before you even do this, you want to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Hello friends, another cooking show. Today we're gonna make spaghetti squash. And this thing is like 4 pounds and it'll last you the whole week. So you just make it at the beginning of the week and you got stuff. You got food for the week. And it's super easy to make and you can do a lot with it. And it keeps you full so you can get shredded. It only has 2 carbs per ounce, so that's not a lot. All you're gonna need is a pan, baking sheet, a big knife, and a fork. So this is the hard part right here. You have to cut this in the middle, and it's hard. But before you do that, preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright, so cut your spaghetti squash in the middle, like so. Probably need a bigger knife than this. Alright, spaghetti squash is cut in the middle, see? And you're gonna have like all this stuff in here. You don't want that. So you're gonna use your fork and scrape all this stuff out. And with the magic of cinematography, pow! I scraped all the seeds out on both halves, see? So you're gonna put both of these halves here on your cooking sheet, face down like so. You don't have to grease it or anything. Just put it face down. I know they're uneven. Don't hate. Put them face down and then you're gonna put it in the oven, which you preheated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit because that's what you were supposed to do. You put it in there for probably 40 minutes to an hour. Later on, I will show you how you know this is ready. So, I'll see you in 40 minutes to an hour. It's done. I've already let this cool down a bit. How do you know when it's done? Let's see if you can see it on camera well. So it should be like nice and steamy as so. That should be like a nice golden color. I don't know if you can see that. See that? And it should be nice and squishy. Like me. So if it's nice and squishy, it has the color. It should smell pretty good now. All you have to do, super easy, when it cools down, you just get your fork and you just scrape it out. It comes out super easy, just like that. Just scrape it and scrape it. And it should just like kind of like slide right out. It's still pretty hot. So just scrape it out, just like that. Fuck, it's hot. But with the magic of cinematography, damn son, look at all of that. That's a lot. So your stuff should look pretty hollow. You see that? It's pretty hollow on the inside. If you still have like stuff stuck to it, that means you didn't cook it long enough, which is fine. You just didn't get everything out of it. So this is honestly good to eat as is. It's almost like a sweet noodle, but with a squashy flavor. So you can just use this as like a rice substitute when you eat your protein, which is easy, you know, just measure out how much of this you eat with your protein. But I'm gonna show you how to make it more tasty while still keeping it a low calorie. Gee, Patrick, how do I make my stuff more tasty? I'll show you. All you're gonna need is some salsa. My mama made this, I'm sure you know, because you've seen my other videos. You can just buy it at the store, no problem. And some sour cream. That's it. So, you get your little skillet here, and I'm going to spray this with a little bit of olive oil. Just a little. I'm using 5 ounces of noodles, And for 5 ounces of noodles, I'm gonna use 2 ounces of salsa. By the way, salsa has 2 carbs per ounce. So this whole meal is only gonna, well, also sour cream. So the whole meal is only gonna be 17 carbs, which you can get lower if you know you want. Look at all these angles. So you're gonna let it saute for a while. You just want to get more liquid out. You want to get more water out of it before you put in your noodles. That way your noodles aren't so watery, you know? So I'm gonna let this boil for a little and I will show you that process. That way I don't have to do this the whole time. Okay, this is about ready. As you can see, not as watery anymore, more pasty. So you're gonna turn down your heat now some more because you don't want to burn it. And I forgot to tell you to add salt at this. Not a little bit, not too much. Just add some salt. And now I'm adding my 5 ounces of noodles. Put that in there. And then you just mix it around well. And then let it sit for like another 2 minutes. Alright, I got my stuff nice and neat in a plate with my 4 ounces of meat. And now you add your sour cream. We're doing 1 serving, which is only 3 carbs. So with 4 ounces of meat, this meal comes out to be 32 protein, and you mix it all together, by the way. 32 protein and 17 carbs and 0 fat. And there you go, finished product. Do you see it? Doesn't it look amazing? What was that? Did you say you need more flavor? Ha ha ha! You can add more flavor if you want. Yeah, so I mean that's a pretty low fat, pretty good tasting dish. Some of the noodles that you scrape out might come out more of like a paste, which kind of happened with this. They don't really look like noodles, but it still tastes amazing, and you're saving a shit ton of carbs. And you could get it even lower. I just showed you the tastiest, least calorie, least time consuming way of doing it. There's other stuff you can do that takes more time, maybe adds more calories, but also say you don't want to saute it in the pan. You can literally just get the noodles and mix it with fat-free sour cream, and it's still gonna be amazing. So yeah, come back next week. I'll have more stuff for you. I'm gonna take a little break on the cooking stuff. Shit's a lot of work. Look, here's my email. For what, do you ask? Maybe you're trying to get shredded, or maybe you're trying to get really swole. Whatever you're trying to do, man, you give me your money and I help you out. Hey look, here's my social media. You get to see stuff like this before it even pops up here if you follow that. It's crazy. It's almost like some oracle or something. So yeah, I'll see you next week, and I'll actually have more fat in my face by then. Ha!